bars.
Have you ever wondered what happens to TV stars after the final curtain falls? What if the family that stole your heart as a musical group disappeared from your screen, but their lives continued off camera in ways you never expected? The Partridge Family, which premiered in 1970, wasn't just a TV show, it was a cultural phenomenon. It introduced us to a vibrant, lovable family of rock stars, and for many of us, the Partridge Family became just as real as our own. But after the show ended in 1974, where did the stars of the Partridge Family go? And what did life look like for them after their time on the bus and the hit charts? For 4 years, audiences tuned in every week to watch Shirley Partridge and her talented kids, led by David Cassidy's heartthrob character, Keith Partridge, travel the country, singing and solving all kinds of wacky problems. The show was filled with catchy tunes, unforgettable moments, and a family dynamic that captured our hearts. But what happened once the lights dimmed on that iconic set? How did the cast members evolve as actors, musicians, and individuals? Today, we're going to dig deep and take a look at the real stories of the Partridge Family cast, what they did after the show, how they reinvented themselves, and the surprising paths they took. From thriving careers to personal triumphs and struggles, some of these stars stayed in the spotlight while others took an entirely different route. The changes in their lives may surprise you, but one thing's for sure. The Partridge Family left an undeniable mark on pop culture that still resonates today. But how did the stars cope with the challenges of fame? What did they do once the fame of the Partridge bus faded? You might think you know, but there are some untold stories behind those bright smiles and catchy tunes. While David Cassidy's rise to fame as Keith Partridge was legendary, his life after the show was filled with ups and downs that captured public attention for decades. And what about Shirley Jones, the proud and loving mother figure who seemed so grounded on screen? Her journey after the show was a mix of new opportunities and personal revelations. Let's not forget the other stars who made their mark on the show. Susan Dey, Danny Bonaduce, and the others who each took their own paths, sometimes leaving behind the spotlight and other times stepping right back into it. Today, we're about to uncover what became of them. What were their lives really like after the fame? Some of them still share their talents with the world, while others have chosen lives away from the cameras. If you've ever wondered where your favorite Partridge Family stars are now, join us as we take a journey through the past and present of the cast that brought us unforgettable music, laughter, and heartwarming family moments. Their lives post-Partridge are just as interesting as the show itself, and you're in for a ride down memory lane. David Cassidy as Keith Partridge. David Cassidy's portrayal of Keith Partridge turned him into one of the biggest heartthrobs of the 1970s, and it's easy to see why. Playing the charming, talented eldest son of the Partridge Family, Keith's role as a teen idol not only resonated with fans on screen, but also translated into real-life superstardom. With his handsome face, effortless charisma, and incredible musical ability, Cassidy was the definition of the teen dream of the era. But it wasn't just his looks or talent that made Keith memorable, it was his relatability. The character of Keith often found himself caught between his family obligations and the pressures of being in the limelight, creating a unique blend of fame, heartache, and humor that viewers could identify with. Cassidy's musical prowess wasn't confined to his on-screen role. He truly became a pop sensation in his own right, with his hit single, I Think I Love You, soaring to the top of the charts and making him a household name. The song, which was featured on the Partridge Family soundtrack, became a defining anthem of the era. His success was so monumental that it was impossible to separate the character of Keith Partridge from the man behind the role. David Cassidy was not just an actor playing a musician, he became a real-life rock star, making waves in both television and music. His concerts drew crowds of screaming fans, and his music was played on repeat across the airwaves. However, after the Partridge Family wrapped up in 1974, David Cassidy's life took some unexpected turns. Despite his pop stardom and continued success in the music world, It was a challenge for Cassidy to escape the shadow of his Partridge role. While he continued to release music and tour, his career in television and film never quite reached the same heights. He made several appearances on TV shows, but the overwhelming love for Keith Partridge made it difficult to break away from the character's image. Nevertheless, Cassidy persevered, pouring his heart into his music and performances. His voice remained iconic, and he became a beloved figure in pop culture, especially when fans saw him return for reunions and occasional acting gigs. David Cassidy's personal life was often just as public as his professional one. He dealt with the highs and lows of fame, including struggles with addiction and strained relationships which were highly scrutinized by the media. These challenges were a stark contrast to the joyful, carefree image he had projected as Keith Partridge. Yet despite his personal struggles, Cassidy's legacy remained undeniably strong. His ability to connect with fans, his contribution to the pop music scene, and his unforgettable role in the Partridge family ensured that his place in television and music history was secure. Sadly, David Cassidy passed away in 2017 at the age of 67. His death marked the end of an era, but his impact on pop culture endures. Fans who grew up watching the Partridge family still remember him fondly as Keith Partridge, the ultimate rock star son who won our hearts. Today, his music continues to be celebrated, and his iconic status as one of TV's greatest teen idols is firmly cemented. David Cassidy's legacy lives on in the hearts of millions, reminding us that Keith Partridge wasn't just a character on a TV show. He was a symbol of the magic and the joy that television brought to our lives. David Cassidy's journey as Keith Partridge remains one of the most significant and beloved moments in pop culture history, making him an enduring icon long after the show's final curtain call. His legacy is more than just his on-screen performances. It's the joy and emotion he brought to millions of fans who will forever remember the magic of the Partridge family. Shirley Jones as Shirley Partridge. Next, we turn to Shirley Jones, the heart and soul of the Partridge family, the beloved matriarch, Shirley Partridge. As the single mother of 5 children, Shirley was the glue that held the family together, providing both emotional and logistical support. Not only was she a nurturing mother, but she was also the star singer of their family band. Jones brought a unique blend of warmth, strength, and wisdom to the role, making Shirley an iconic figure in TV history. She had a natural ability to juggle the complexities of family life while managing a successful musical career, creating a character that resonated with viewers of all ages. Her portrayal of Shirley was full of compassion, often guiding her children through both personal and musical challenges. Shirley Jones was already an accomplished actress before taking on the role of Shirley Partridge. Known for her stunning performances in classic films like Oklahoma and The Music Man, Jones was a seasoned Hollywood star with a wealth of experience. She had already made a name for herself in the industry long before the Partridge family came into the picture. Her transition from glamorous film roles to playing the down-to-earth mother on a family sitcom was seamless, and her strong stage presence helped her bring a sense of authenticity and authority to the role. In fact, it was her ability to switch from drama to comedy, coupled with her beautiful voice, that made her portrayal of Shirley so compelling and memorable. After the Partridge family wrapped up in 1974, Shirley Jones continued to maintain a successful career in both television and film. She made guest appearances on numerous popular TV shows such as The Love Boat and Days of Our Lives, showcasing her versatility and staying power in the industry. While she did not return to the spotlight in a major series, Jones remained a fixture of TV and film, often portraying characters that showcased her acting range. Throughout the years, she also took part in various stage productions and film projects, cementing her legacy as one of Hollywood's finest actresses. Despite the challenges that came with transitioning from a TV series star to a film and TV guest star, Shirley Jones continued to be highly regarded and beloved by fans and industry professionals alike. What made Shirley Jones's role as Shirley Partridge so memorable was not just her ability to portray the perfect mother, but her willingness to embody the character's multifaceted nature. As a mother, she was endlessly patient and loving. Yet, as the lead singer of the Partridge Family Band, she also exuded strength and independence. She balanced the demands of her family and her career with grace, making her one of TV's most iconic and beloved matriarchs. Shirley's strong, positive influence on her children and the way she kept the family grounded, even in the midst of their musical stardom, provided the emotional center of the show. Her ability to navigate this dual role of mother and entertainer made Shirley Partridge a truly groundbreaking character in television history. In the years following the Partridge Family, Shirley Jones remained an active and respected figure in Hollywood. While she never returned to a full-time television role, her guest spots on various series and appearances in films kept her in the public eye. She was also known for being a gracious and humble star, often speaking fondly of her time on The Partridge Family and her experiences working with her castmates. Her legacy as a beloved TV mom and her influence on the entertainment world as a whole continue to live on. She is remembered not only for her role in The Partridge Family, but also for her long and storied career in Hollywood that includes a range of projects showcasing her acting talent and her versatility as a performer. Today, Shirley Jones remains a cherished figure in the entertainment industry, continuing to make occasional appearances and enjoy her place in Hollywood history. Fans still fondly recall her portrayal of Shirley Partridge, the mother who balanced family and fame with grace and love. Her influence on the entertainment world, both as an actress and a singer, continues to inspire new generations of fans and performers alike. Jones's career is a testament to her talent, dedication, and timeless appeal, and her legacy as a television icon is cemented in the hearts of fans worldwide. Even after all these years, Shirley Partridge remains a symbol of strength, love, and the ability to nurture both a family and a career with poise and heart. Susan Dey as Lori Partridge. Next, let's shine a spotlight on Lori Partridge, the eldest daughter of the iconic Partridge family, brought to life by the talented Susan Dey. Lori was more than just the beautiful and intelligent older sister, she was also the voice of reason in the family. Often seen as the calm and grounded presence among her more eccentric siblings, Lori was the character you could count on for her wisdom and perspective. Whether navigating her teenage crushes, dealing with family drama, or stepping in to help her mother manage the younger children, Lori took on a great deal of responsibility. Susan Dey's portrayal of Lori resonated with viewers who saw a character that was both relatable and admirable, juggling her personal growth with the needs of her family. As the oldest child, Lori's role in the family dynamic was crucial. She was more than just a sister. She was an unofficial second in command, taking the lead when things went awry or when the family needed her. Lori's character grew throughout the series as she faced the typical struggles of a teenager, falling in and out of love, growing more independent, and figuring out her place in the world. Dey's ability to play Lori with a combination of maturity, vulnerability, and strength made her one of the standout characters of the Partridge family. Lori was often the anchor in moments of chaos, offering a sense of stability that balanced out the more colorful personalities in the family. Through Lori, viewers saw the challenges of adolescence and family life, making her character not only relatable, but deeply empathetic. After the Partridge Family wrapped in 1974, Susan Dey transitioned into a successful acting career, proving her range beyond the family sitcom. Her next major role was as Grace Van Owen on L.A. Law, a groundbreaking legal drama where Dey played a young attorney. This role earned her critical acclaim and multiple Golden Globe and Emmy nominations, establishing her as a serious actress. Dey's portrayal of Grace was a far cry from Lori Partridge, showcasing her ability to take on complex, dramatic roles with depth and nuance. Her career in television flourished with other notable roles, and she became known for her work in both dramatic and comedic projects, earning respect and admiration from peers in the industry. Though Dey did not follow Lori Partridge's musical path, Her post-Partridge career in acting proved to be just as dynamic and successful. In addition to LA Law, Day also made guest appearances on various TV shows and had roles in films, expanding her repertoire as an actress. Her portrayal of Grace Van Owen remains one of her most celebrated roles, but her time as Laurie Partridge continued to be a key chapter in her career. While Day was deeply associated with her role on The Partridge Family, it was her later career in law-themed dramas that showcased her versatility and cemented her place in Hollywood's acting elite. In the early 2000s, Susan Day stepped back from acting, choosing to focus on her personal life and a quieter existence away from the spotlight. Though she may no longer be actively pursuing acting projects, her legacy in Hollywood and in the hearts of fans lives on, especially among those who fondly remember her as Laurie Partridge. Susan's decision to take a step back reflects her desire for a more private life, but her contributions to the entertainment world have left a lasting impact. Whether playing the voice of reason on The Partridge Family or earning critical acclaim on LA Law, Day's career has been one marked by both versatility and grace. Today, Susan Day remains a cherished figure in television history, remembered fondly for her portrayal of Laurie Partridge, the thoughtful and reliable big sister who helped carry her family through thick and thin. Though her life may have taken her away from acting, her role as Laurie Partridge will forever be a part of her legacy. For fans of The Partridge Family, Day's portrayal of Laurie remains a standout, capturing the essence of a character who was as grounded and compassionate as she was fun and adventurous. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. If you're loving this throwback, give us a thumbs up and share your favorite Partridge Family member in the comments. Let's keep going. Danny Bonaduce as Danny Partridge. Now, let's take a closer look at Danny Partridge, the mischievous and charismatic second oldest sibling, played by Danny Bonaduce. Danny was the playful troublemaker of the family, known for his pranks, wild antics, and sharp sense of humor that kept things lively at the Partridge household. Whether he was causing a bit of chaos or making us laugh with his witty one-liners, Bonaduce brought a distinct energy to the role that made Danny one of the most memorable characters. As the band's manager and the family's resident troublemaker, he was the character who never seemed to sit still, always keeping the Partridge Family dynamic, unpredictable, and fun. Behind the scenes, Bonaduce's journey was anything but ordinary. After the Partridge Family ended, his career went through many twists and turns. He moved into hosting talk shows, appearing in reality TV series, and even trying his hand at professional wrestling. His personal life, often filled with drama, made headlines and kept him in the spotlight for much of his career. Bonaduce's openness about his struggles, including his battles with addiction and his tumultuous relationships, endeared him to many, as he never shied away from sharing his experiences. These days, Bonaduce has found stability in hosting radio shows, using his larger-than-life personality to connect with fans. While his life outside of acting has often been colorful and challenging, he remains a beloved figure, particularly for fans who fondly remember his role as Danny Partridge. The mischievous, energetic character may have been a handful on screen, but off-screen, Bonaduce's journey continues to captivate those who grew up with the Partridge Family. After the Partridge Family wrapped up, Danny Bonaduce's career took many unexpected twists, and his journey was anything but predictable. While the show had catapulted him to fame as the mischievous and lovable Danny Partridge, his post-Partridge years saw him navigating a complex and sometimes turbulent career path. Bonaduce ventured into the world of radio, where he became known for his bold and irreverent style, captivating audiences with his brash humor and candid opinions. His quick wit and no-holds-barred approach made him a popular radio personality, allowing him to connect with listeners in a way that few others could. However, Bonaduce's personal life began to take center stage, and he became as much of a media personality for his struggles as he was for his entertainment career. In the early 2000s, his life became the focus of the reality TV series Breaking Bonaduce, which chronicled his battles with addiction, his tumultuous relationships, and his attempts to regain control of his life. The show provided viewers with an unfiltered look into his personal struggles, and although it exposed some of his darkest moments, it also showed his determination to overcome obstacles. It was a raw, real-time journey that resonated with many, earning Bonadus both sympathy and admiration from fans. Despite facing numerous challenges and controversies, whether through personal issues or public battles, Bonadus's charisma and larger-than-life personality never waned. His ability to stay relevant in the public eye is a testament to his enduring appeal. Over the years, he made numerous appearances in television and film, always maintaining his reputation as a pop culture fixture. Whether hosting reality TV shows, guest starring on talk shows, or making surprise appearances, he has remained a familiar face in entertainment. His natural charm, self-deprecating humor, and willingness to embrace his flaws have ensured that his place in the spotlight endures. Though his life may have taken a few unexpected turns, there's no denying that Bonadus's status as the lovable troublemaker from the Partridge family has remained unshaken. Even as he navigated through the highs and lows of fame, he always had a magnetic quality that drew fans in. In fact, his journey from a child star to a multifaceted personality is part of what makes his legacy so intriguing. Today, Bonadus's enduring fame and continued presence in the media demonstrate that his pop culture impact is far from over. No matter how many years pass, he will always be remembered as the unforgettable Danny Partridge, the mischievous middle child with a heart of gold. Dave Madden as Reuben Kincaid. Dave Madden's portrayal of Reuben Kincaid, the Partridge family's beleaguered yet loyal manager, became an iconic part of the show. Reuben was the perfect balance to the Partridge family's wild and unpredictable antics. With his grumpy exterior and deadpan delivery, Madden brought a unique comedic energy to the character. As he navigated the chaotic world of managing a family band, Reuben's frustration was often palpable, whether he was trying to get the kids to focus on their music or dealing with the ever-present drama that followed them. But despite all the stress and misfortune, Reuben always had the family's back, showing loyalty and devotion, especially when they needed him the most. Madden's ability to inject humor into the role, while also showing Reuben's heart, made him a standout character. His comedic timing, often paired with a dry, sarcastic delivery, was a perfect complement to the Partridge's exuberance. He was the straight man to their slapstick humor, and his moments of exasperation were made even funnier by his genuine care for the family. Reuben may have been the manager, but he was also the grounding force of the group, always there to keep things together, even when they threatened to fall apart. After the Partridge family ended, Dave Madden continued to work in television, solidifying his place in the entertainment world. He appeared in a number of other TV shows, including Alice, where he played the role of Mel's friend and fellow diner worker. He also made guest appearances on popular series like The Love Boat and The Brady Bunch Hour, showcasing his comedic range. Madden's career post-Partridge was filled with steady work, but he always remained closely tied to the role of Reuben Kincaid in fans' minds. Reuben Kincaid remains one of the most memorable TV managers of the 1970s, and Madden's portrayal of the character is still fondly remembered. With his distinctive personality and sense of humor, Reuben captured the hearts of viewers, making his mark as an essential part of the Partridge family legacy. Dave Madden's legacy as Reuben continues to shine brightly, ensuring that fans will always remember him as the manager who somehow kept it all together. Brian Forster as Chris Partridge. Brian Forster brought to life Chris Partridge, the youngest member of the beloved family in the Partridge family. Chris was often portrayed as sweet, innocent, and occasionally a little naive, which brought a nice contrast to the more mischievous or mature members of the family. His character was the perfect foil to his older siblings' chaotic antics, offering a refreshing dose of calm and sincerity. While Chris may not have always been at the center of the show's storylines, his presence helped to round out the Partridge family dynamic, making the group feel more relatable and well-balanced. Forster's portrayal of Chris brought a touch of youthful innocence to the series, endearing him to viewers who saw him as the charming little brother. Whether he was involved in family activities or simply sharing a moment of levity with his on-screen family, Chris always seemed to be a positive and hopeful presence. His character's role in the band as a backup singer and percussionist made him a part of the family's musical endeavors, and it gave the show a sense of continuity, with each sibling contributing to the family's success in their own way. After the Partridge Family ended, Bryan Forster continued his career in television and film, but his work behind the scenes eventually took him in a different direction. He transitioned into the world of voice acting, where he lent his talents to various animated series and projects, expanding his career in a new and exciting way. Though Forster's on-screen presence became less frequent, he remained a well-respected figure in the entertainment industry. For fans who grew up watching The Partridge Family, Bryan Forster's portrayal of Chris Partridge is still fondly remembered. Though his role was quieter compared to some of the louder personalities on the show, his character's sweetness and innocence helped anchor the family's dynamic. Over the years, Forster's contributions to the show have remained part of the series' lasting appeal. He may not have been the loudest Partridge, but his impact was undoubtedly felt by the audience who watched him grow up on screen. Even today, he remains a beloved part of the Partridge Family legacy. As we look back on the Partridge Family, it's clear that this beloved show has become more than just a nostalgic relic of the 1970s. The charm of the Partridge Family, from their music to their heartwarming dynamics, struck a chord with audiences and remains an iconic part of TV history. The ensemble cast, each with their own unique personality, brought the story of a musically gifted, fun-loving family to life. David Cassidy's Keith Partridge was the quintessential teen heartthrob, while Shirley Jones's portrayal of the strong yet loving matriarch added depth to the family dynamic. But it was the blend of humor, relatability, and heart that made the Partridge Family stand the test of time. Though the series ran for just 4 seasons, its impact on pop culture has been enduring. From David Cassidy's rise to music stardom with hits like I Think I Love You to the unforgettable performances of his on-screen siblings, each cast member became forever linked to their Partridge persona. Whether it was the mischievous Danny, the responsible Lori, or the sweet and innocent Chris, these characters offered something for every viewer. They also reflected the importance of family bonds, despite the chaotic nature of their lives, offering a comforting sense of unity. It's no wonder that decades later, the legacy of the Partridge Family still resonates with fans new and old. As we reflect on the cast's transformations and their journeys since the show, we see that the Partridge Family wasn't just a stepping stone for these actors, it was a foundation that shaped their careers in unique ways. Whether they went on to become stars in their own right, like Danny Bonaduce's radio career, or pursue different paths in life, they'll forever be remembered for their roles in this iconic show. Their work helped define an era of television, and even as they moved on to other projects, the love for the Partridge Family has never faded. It's a testament to the lasting impact of the Partridge Family that we continue to celebrate its legacy, proving that the bonds created on screen continue to resonate with us generation after generation. Thank you so much for joining us on this nostalgic trip down memory lane. We hope you enjoyed revisiting the iconic cast of The Partridge Family and seeing where their lives and careers have taken them since the show ended. It's amazing to see how these actors who captured our hearts in the 70s continue to shape the entertainment world today while still holding a special place in our memories. From the unforgettable music to the hilarious antics and heartwarming moments, the Partridge Family will always be a beloved part of TV history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Partridge Family, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting video. Here at Celebrities Paradise, we've got plenty more content to satisfy your nostalgia fix. From cast reunions to behind-the-scenes secrets, we've got it all. And we want to hear from you. Who was your favorite member of the Partridge Family? Was it the charming Keith, the mischievous Danny, or the wise and caring Shirley? Let us know in the comments below, and join the conversation with fellow fans who grew up watching this iconic show. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and remember, no matter where life takes us, we'll always have a place for the Partridge Family in our hearts. Stay tuned for more great content, and we'll see you again soon. keep the Partridge spirit alive, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to Celebrities Paradise for your next TV nostalgia fix.